Eric is going to the left, right? Sound check, sound check, sound check. Everybody give me a second. Alright everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. We are 2 days from the 2025 winter vacation, right everybody? 2025 winter vacation. Everybody, are you watching this bullshit news? Are you watching these things, everybody? Are you consuming this bullshit content every day? I'm arrogant now and I don't care. Don't do this. Don't spend time on bullshits, you know. Don't watch the news. Don't watch television. Don't watch who stole who stole what. Don't watch government news. Don't watch who murdered who. I mean, sharing an idea, right? Alright everybody, as always, never forget, trading is a learnable skill. When you learn in the correct way, the goal is to bring you from zero to a millionaire trader in 3 years. Mattia posted, everybody. Mattia, I'm going to share with you what Mattia posted. I'm going to even save it, copiare imagen. I'm going to download it, you know. Give me a second. It's a nice picture, you know. We need to remember, right? I'm not sure when it goes down by share. Alright, so maybe is it in here? Downloads. Alright. Thank you, Mattia. Appreciate. Forex strategy says. Can you see it, everybody? Give me a second. Why 90% of traders fail? It's clear to everybody. It's clear to everybody that I want to be a pilot. It's clear to you that it's going to take you 2 to 3 years, right? 1,500 hours of flying. It's clear to you that you want to be an engineer. It's going to take you 4 years, you know, 5 years, you know, PhD, whatever. It's clear to you that it's going to take you 7 years plus if you want to be a great lawyer. But when it comes to trading, it's not clear to you that I love that one. I love that one. You know, it starts tomorrow. You know, tomorrow I'm a trader. You know, it doesn't work like this, right? Listen to the boss. It's going to take you on average 3 to 5 years. All right, 3 to 5 years. I mean, in here on this channel with me, it's going to take you 3 to 5 years. All right, and we don't read much, but here is some text, everybody. Now, because it's Christmas, right? Almost. Making money in the Forex market, it's not easy. You're going to lose money. Don't fool yourself. You are not going to be rich in 1 year, you know. And also here it's, you know, it's the text, you know. We are not trying to do anything special here, but you're trying to comprehend how an analyst Forex course 101 grows into a professional trader Forex course 202 in an institutional way. Makes sense, everybody? You know it already, you know. You submit to the institutional will that you're first an analyst, right? Then you become a trader. Alright, moving forward, you're going to graduate from this course when, number 1, you have your charts and set up and ready for trading. Shantana and Olga and Alex, you are starting Forex course 202 next year. The Advanced Institutional Trader course, congratulations. Number 2, you have a strategy in place. You understand why you win, why you lose. You understand how probabilistic thinking affects your strategy. We are learning this with the 3 Fibonacci's, everybody. And you have a complete understanding of how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. Risk disclaimer, this stream is not trading or investment advice. We are here to learn. And for questions and homeworks, you have the Gmail, and connect on Teams. It's for free. Alright, everybody. Talking about the Fibonacci's, let's recap, because this is our last lesson, okay? Tomorrow we're going to talk more about how it's going to be 2026. the original Fibonacci, everybody, we use the original Fibonacci to determine trend direction. Then we compare trend direction from the larger time frame to the lower time frame. And the last thing we need to identify in what zones are the Fibonacci's, from the larger time frame to the lower time frame. So talking about ANZ decade, right? If we talk about the original Fibonacci, what is the trend direction? Capital A, capital B, capital C, so the trend direction is down. Then we go to the lower time frame. How is the trend direction on the original Fibonacci from the weekly standpoint, right? A, B, C, trend direction is down. Let's go NZK daily chart, everybody. And again, trend direction is down, agreed? Okay, so is it a surprise that the original Fibonacci on the daily chart, is it a surprise that the original Fibonacci on the daily chart is winning, everybody? 4-hour chart too, thank you, Todd. See, is it a surprise that the Fibonacci's are going down on NZK, Not a surprise, right? I'm telling you, everyone who are going to trade next year with me for 6 months, I'm telling you, you are going to see that trading the Fibonacci's, especially when it comes to set and forget strategy, it's not that difficult. You are going to see it, everybody. Next year, you're going to make 10-20% like no brainer. If you are going to listen to the rules and not invent hot water, fair enough. Thank you, John. Alex, look at this picture, man. Kosta sai? Alex from India, everybody. Why not? Do you like the picture, Alex? It's clear to us that if we want to be pilots, it's going to take us 3 years on average. It's clear to us that if we want to be engineers, it's going to take us 5 years plus. It's clear to us if you want to be lawyers, it's going to take 7 years plus. But it's not clear to us that you want to be traders. I love this one. Mattia posted on Teams. It starts tomorrow, it starts tomorrow. I'm a trader. This is retail trader issues. Institutional trader don't think like this. So pat yourself on the back. This is nobody's fault. Okay. Moving forward. Yes. Then we learn about the contrarian Fibonacci. We use the contrarian Fibonacci to trade retracements, which is risky, and to find the capital C of the original Fibonacci. Trading rules: until the sub-D extension of the contrarian Fibonacci is still inside the AB boundary of the original Fibonacci, you are entering trades with a probability 50-50. If you can find the contrarian Fibonacci with the projected sub-D extension above or below the capital A of the original Fibonacci, you are entering 80-25 probability trades. When you find the capital C, your stop loss should go 10-100 pips below or above the capital A of the original Fibonacci, and you take profit at the D, right, capital D. When you find the capital C, you should check the trend direction from the larger time frame and compare it to the lower time frame prior to entering the trade. So I'm on the daily chart, right? And this is the daily Fibonacci. I didn't chart the contrarian. I'm going to chart the contrarian now. This is the contrarian. All right. So the C, capital C, is confirmed. Now, before I short the market, right? Before I short the market, let's say that we were in June 2025, example, check the higher time frame. What happened on the weekly on June? In June was here, right, everybody? June, August, September, August, July, June. This was the market in June. Delete, 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 delete. This was the market in June, right, everybody? I mean, there is no right or wrong, you know, but just maybe consolidation. Oh, and it also broke the, see everybody up in here, right? Sub A, sub B, sub C, you know, and going to the monthly, right? What happened in June? June, it's one candle. Everybody give me a second. Alright, sorry about that. What happened in June, right? June, whoops. June, August, July, June. This was June, right? June. There you go. Right, everybody? So short in the market then, when you look at the higher time frame, what do you think? Maybe, you know, just maybe. Marcus is asking on Teams. Great question. Boss, are you saying that before I enter the trade on the 4-hour chart, trading the Fibonacci's, that I should look the daily and the weekly and the monthly before I enter the trade? Yes, this is what the slide is telling us. You got it. The last thing you need to do is to identify in what zone are the Fibonacci's on the larger time frame and the smaller time frame. So as you can see, everybody, you know, it's the on the 1 hour from the picture, right? On the 1 hour, 2 hour chart, as you can see, you would believe, oh, this market is in a retracement. Agreed, everybody? Can you see it? This market is in a retracement because it's making higher highs, higher lows on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. But when you look at the Fibonacci on the daily time frame and look at the red higher highs, higher lows, the market on the daily chart, it's not in a retracement anymore, it's in an extension. Does this make sense? Can you see the difference? Why it's critical for you to check before you short the market or before you buy, you know, if you want to buy the contrarian, but on the daily the market shifted the trend has shifted. You would buy the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart thinking that the market is in an uptrend, but this uptrend on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, it was just a retracement on the daily or other higher time frames. This is the silver lining in the Forex course 101. You being an analyst. See, everybody, how the larger time frame controls price movement and direction on the smaller time frames. What you're looking at right now, those pictures are part of the package. Send me an email, boss, send me the package, you know, so you can study those. This picture is from, I don't even remember, maybe 10 years ago or more. I found it on the internet, everybody, you know, and what you're looking here, you know, those are alignments. And you can see that simultaneously the black one, the monthly Fibonacci, is going up, but the blue one, the weekly, is going to from B to C, it's still retracing, and the 2 hour chart, it's making lower lows, lower highs, it's in a downtrend, and the daily too, it's in a downtrend. Hedge fund trader Alex, can you see it that the black Fibonacci, it's up. Can you see that the blue Fibonacci and the blue price action ABCD, it's up, it's making higher highs, higher lows? But also can you see that when the weekly goes from B to C, is going to change the short-term trend on the daily and is going to change the short-term trend, sometimes even the market wave on the 4-hour chart. Can you see it? Or the 2-hour chart from the picture. Can you see it, Alex? Study those pictures, everybody. Those pictures are for you to understand alignments. When you look at the chart, monthly, weekly, daily, you should find those ones. And finally, Alex says, yes, sir. Douglas is here, everybody. Color of joy. Clara, is this you, Clara? Great, Clara. Clara, is this you, color of joy? Douglas here, good morning, good evening. So, moving forward, everybody, we just covered the original Fibonacci, showed you an example, we just covered, so this is here, it's another picture, right? Talking about alignments, can you see, everybody? That in here, right, the black one is the monthly, you know, the Fibonacci on the monthly was going up, the weekly chart also was going up. So when you trade the 2-hour chart, this vertical line, you know, this would be the best alignment. Can you see, everybody? Because the short-term trend on the daily, the red one, is moving up, and the short-term trend on the 2-hour chart or 4-hour chart is moving up too. Can you see it in here? Those are talking about Fibonacci trading and market wave trading. Those are the best, the highest probability trades that you can get. This is the part of you being an analyst when you are scanning the market during the weekend. You know, you're doing the weekly plan, you are scanning the charts, and you're trying to find this kind of setups. And here, of course, you have opposite market alignments. The monthly Fibonacci is up in this example. The weekly Fibonacci is still going from A to B or C to D, is going up. But the daily, you know, it's in a retracement, and the 2-hour chart even changed the short-term trend. So talking about probabilities going up and or down, these trades in here have less probability, so you should lower the risk. Okay, everybody, we covered the contrarian. So this one here, you know, before, I believe it's Clara. Color of joy, if you're not Clara, tell your name, because I don't remember who you are. I believe it's Clara. So Douglas and everybody else, you know, you came late, but it's all good. You know, it's that I told Alex, do you see spatially on the chart that the black one, the market, it's up, and the weekly could be in an uptrend or up market wave, but simultaneously when the weekly goes from B to C, is going to change the short-term trend on the daily, and simultaneously is going to change the short-term trend on the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart. Shiro, oh Shiro, how are you, Shiro? Sorry, I thought it was Clara. Okay, how are you, Shiro? Shiro, tomorrow we are ending the Forex course 101 for this year. Everybody, tomorrow is going to be more a meeting, you know, how is going to be 2026. Okay, and Shiro, we talked on the email, everybody, we come back, classes are going to be back all over again, you know, Forex course 101, lesson number 1, what is technical market structure. The first lesson is going to be 12th of January 2026 on Monday. Okay. Shiro, please ask questions. Alex, ask questions. Douglas, if you have questions, you know. Everybody, they want to see a report card of Douglas from, you know, Forex course truth. Douglas coming, no, don't show it, you know, don't show the report card, you know. Douglas has a great report card, Forex course 303, you know. And finally, everybody, we come to the Fibonacci of the confirmation. We use the Fibonacci of the confirmation, number one, to re-enter trends when we have missed the entry at the capital C. So, talking about live trading, right? The entry on the 4-hour chart, shorting NZD-CAD, shorting the Fibonacci pattern, the NZD-CAD, the entry was here, right? Counter trend line break, you know, you have also have a crown, left tip, center tip, right tip, okay? But we missed the entry because we were traveling, we were sleeping, we were working. Well, you can now trade the sub-A, which is the confirmation Fibonacci, just an example. So you missed the first entry, then you would enter, just an example, you can enter here and take the ride, you know, from here to here. This would be the 4-hour chart, NZD-CAD, even better. I mean, look in here, everybody, you know, ABCD, the best entry, so capital C, this is the highest point, right, up in here. So back in time, the entry was, here was the entry to short, you know, the daily Fibonacci this time, or, you know, from here to here, this being now the highest point. So the entry was here, you know, the circle, entry shorting the original Fibonacci. But again, I was working, I was sleeping, I was traveling. Okay, so you could have entered, you know, you could use the confirmation Fibonacci, you know. So here would be the next entry if you want, and clone. Here would be the next entry, right? You know, just a few days ago, you know, 1, 2, 3. So last week you had an entry if you want to short the market and take the right, you know. There is no right or wrong, but you can take the, we talked about strategies, right? You can enter at the sub-C and take the right to the, down to here to the capital D of the original Fibonacci. And this would be the example on the NZD-CAD weekly chart. You know, you could make tons of money already, but we were sleeping, traveling, whatever, working. And can you see, everybody? This was the entry from the confirmation Fibonacci on the weekly chart. Here was the entry now, you know, and still you would make tons of money, right? So we can re-enter and back to the picture. I want to show this one to everybody who was late. Mattia posted, Douglas, did you see this one? Mattia posted this one on Teams. Shiro, I'm not sure. Did I ask you, Shiro, if you have Teams? Everybody, I'm going to post you a link, okay? So I'm going to post a link in the chat so you can join, all right? It's for free, doesn't cost you a cent, everybody. Okay, so go on Teams. I'm going to give you in a few. We have communities, everybody. You are going to meet and talk strategies, setups, ask for results, partner up. Okay, we have beginner traders, advanced traders. We have professional traders too. One is Douglas. Douglas is with us today. You know, it's clear to us, Shiro, it's clear to us that if you want to be a pilot, or let's talk about me, right? It's clear to me if I want to be a pilot, it's going to take me 2 to 3 years. It's clear to me that if I want to be an engineer, it's going to take me 5 years plus if I want to be a great engineer, you know, talking about learning how to be an engineer. It's clear to me that if I want to be a great lawyer, everybody, it's going to take me 7 years plus. But it's not clear to me if I want to be a trader. It starts tomorrow, you know. Tomorrow I'm a trader. I mean, you know. Love the picture, though. It's a great picture, right, everybody? Shiro's going to join. Excellent. Then you can talk to all the other guys. Moving forward, everybody, the confirmation Fibonacci to confirm the extension from the original Fibonacci of the larger time frame and the smaller time frame. To confirm the extension, in the Fibonacci Mastery course, you are going to learn a lot of rules, but one of the most important rules that you're going to learn in the Fibonacci Mastery is that money is made when the market goes from C to D. You know, money, talking about Fibonacci trading, and Fibonacci has a tradable edge. It wins 7 times out of 10 on the daily. This is time tested and proven, everybody. It's good news. If you are willing to obey the rules and not to invent hot water. Okay, so in the Fibonacci Mastery course you learn that money is made when the market goes from C to D, and now this picture is telling you that with the confirmation Fibonacci you are going to confirm that the original Fibonacci is in an extension. See, example, like we are here, you know, and say, oh, the market, you know, hit the sub D extension of the origin of the confirmation Fibonacci twice already. Well, this means that the market is going from C to D on the original one, so you can make some money, right? Trading rules: until the sub D extension of the contrarian Fibonacci is still inside the AB boundary of the original Fibonacci, you are entering trades with a probability 50-50. If you can find the contrarian Fibonacci with the projected sub D extension above or below the capital A of the original Fibonacci, you are entering 80-25 probability trades. So, as the cat being the example today, this C was confirmed. See everybody up in here, the black one. So the sub D extension was above the capital A. Okay, that's why this was a high, fair enough, consolidation for 3 months, you know, but nevertheless the market went down, so this was a great trade. We in the advanced course, I teach you how to think that you should put more risk on this kind of trades, you know, sharing an idea, you know. This is not trading or investment advice, it's knowledge based, you know. Manage your 4-hour candle. I'm not going to manage anything, I'm on vacation, talking about trading. And when you find the capital C, your stop loss should go 10 to 100 pips above or below the capital A, and you should profit take at the D. When you find the capital C, you should check the trend direction from the larger time frame. On Teams, Marcus was asking, you know, before I enter the 2-hour chart or the 4-hour chart, should I check the monthly, weekly, daily direction? Yes. Okay, so the answer is yes. When you arrive at the point where the capital D of your Fibonacci of the confirmation, it's above or below the capital D of the original Fibonacci, you should profit take at the capital D of the original Fibonacci, everybody. Okay, important rule. Let's say that your confirmation Fibonacci is here. Okay, give me a second. So price action, right? Price action retracement, and finally the market is in here. Okay, the original, the extension, the level of the original capital D, it's here. That's the level of the original Fibonacci. Okay, but your sub D being the extension of the confirmation Fibonacci, the sub D being up in here, the original Fibonacci is the strongest force, so 7 times out of 10 the market is going to hit the capital D and then is going to go down like this, and then you are going to readjust your original Fibonacci like this, and the market is going to stop you out on your confirmation Fibonacci. and you're going to scratch your head, oh, what just happened? You didn't follow the rules. Okay? When the monthly Fibonacci goes into a retracement, the original one, when the weekly Fibonacci goes into a retracement, the original one, a lot of times it's going to break confirmation Fibonacci's, sometimes even the original Fibonacci's on the 4-hour chart. Pay attention there. Losing trade, we all have losing trades, but just risk less, okay? Bluntly speaking, that's the game, you know, of professional trading. When you lose less. When you make money, you make more, you know. But this is just theory, right, Douglas? Putting all of this into practice and strategies and planning, you know, especially planning, Douglas, you know, it's a different story. Things to remember: the higher time frame controls the smaller time frame. The Fibonacci is stronger than the trend line. You want to buy or sell the capital C and take profit at the capital D. You find the capital C using the contrarian Fibonacci, not a big deal, we learned this, you know. We are in extension when 5.1, when the market has found the C and the trend has shifted. Check, easy to understand, right, no brainer. When the market broke the counter trend line break on the retracements, I must add it in the future. The market has crowned, you know, so from the uptrend we are now in a downtrend. Best scenario, you know. You can put your stop loss below above the sub A, but bear in mind that the best place it's always going to be the capital A of the original Fibonacci. Okay. Shiro, when you join, just say hello on Teams, alright? When you click the link, it's going to appear for me up in here. And we had a class, everybody. I believe it. Give me a second. I'm going to go on the channel. On Monday, we are talking about this picture that. Give me a second. One day ago. Just quickly, I'm going to find the. Give me a second, everybody. Look, watch the. I need to find the. I'm going to show everybody. I'm looking at the video from Monday, alright? And we talked about. Give me a second. There you go. We talked about this. Can you see everybody? You have the questions, right? And there you go, even further. So what is the original Fibonacci doing? Can you see everybody? Those are alignments, right? Monthly. Yes, so this was Monday's lesson on our channel, right? Monday's lesson, everybody. Learn this one with the Christmas trees. Okay, Monday lesson. You're going to. This is how you should think about analyzing Fibonacci's, everybody. Make sense? What is the original Fibonacci direction? Monthly, weekly, daily, 1 hour. Do we have a confirmed C? Yes or no? Who is winning the contrarian on the confirmation? Where is the price action going? And then that's only what is the setup. How are you going to enter? Alright, everybody? This was Monday's lesson. Basically, those three pictures, this picture and this picture, and now this picture, those three pictures are trying to teach you the same. You know, you are trying to understand alignments, you know. You're trying to understand. Now, 90% of retail, it's not a joke, 90% of the retail traders all around the world are trading the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, and the 15-minute charts. So, unless you are a scalper, even if you are a day trader, you know, it's good for you to learn where are the alignments. You know, Fibonacci or not Fibonacci, those are the highest, even if you are a system trader. When all the 4 charts align, when the monthly goes from C to D, the black one, when the weekly goes for, but see the weekly, the blue one shifted, it was in a downtrend in here. the blue one, was in a downtrend in here. Now it shifted, it's in an uptrend. And the daily chart, being the red one, was making lower lows, lower highs, so uptrend and down. But then it shifted again, you know, in here it's in an uptrend, making higher highs, higher lows. And then the 2 hour, 1 hour, the 4 hour chart too, you know, those are the highest probability trades that you can get. Okay, those pictures are trying to tell you this. This was the Black Friday promotion, everybody, which is over. And we have one more. And this is now then the last. Yes, everybody, if you want those pictures, send me an email. And now it's called the Fibonacci package. Okay. Number one, how to use the 3 Fibonacci. Number one, all rules apply to all Fibonacci's and on all time frames. Well, this is easy to understand, right? When we chart in the same way. What is the C, the sub-C, and so on. Every Fibonacci can have the contrarian Fibonacci and the Fibonacci of the confirmation. Yes, also the contrarian Fibonacci can have a contrarian Fibonacci. If not, how are you going to find the capital C of the contrarian Fibonacci? Okay, everybody? So some of you, if you want to trade retracements, and give me a second, everybody. Let's open euro dollar. I believe we can find a great example. Euro dollar, euro dollar, euro dollar, euro dollar. I got you, Shiro. Shiro, it's here. Accept, accept. Shiro, you are the boss. You are the boss. I'm going to put you in the folders. You know, it's called Professional Trader Mike Pitbull. Well, let's do this right now, right? We have time. So here and Shiro is here. All right, accept. Okay. All right, you should be in. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you later, right? And one more time, FOREX is not working, so I need to delete it, you know, and then restart it. Shiro, would you be so kind and tell everybody where are you from? And Shiro and everybody, you know, it's sometimes not everybody is going to answer to you in the very second, because KJ, for example, lives in Singapore and Douglas lives in the USA. So when one sleeps, one is sleeping, the one is awake, you know. In between, it's Mario from Italy and Switzerland and Mattia from Slovenia, all guys in Germany. So okay, have patience, everybody, before. Okay, everybody. Now, this is the original Fibonacci going up, and here you have the contrarian going down, right? The contrarian, the sub A, sub B, sub C. Now, what this slide is saying is that if you believe that this market is going to go down, then you can also, Indonesia, thank you very much. Kuala Lumpur, no, this is Malaysia. Malaysia is Kuala Lumpur. Indonesia, it's a different story. So everybody, what the slide is telling you is that, all right, let's see if this market, it has the confirmed sub-C, and here, as you can see, everybody, the sub-C was confirmed. Okay. Now, if you risk 0.5% on the original Fibonacci, how much should you risk on the contrarian? Should you risk the same on the contrarian, or should you risk more or less? And also, everybody, now the sub-C was confirmed back in time, right? The sub-C was confirmed. Also, you can measure the risk, you know, say, okay, if the sub-C is confirmed, I'm going to go with the normal risk. Let's say that I'm risking 0.5% on the original one on the daily. So I'm going to automatically risk 0.25 on the contrarian example, but when the subs is not confirmed, you know, then I'm going to risk half of half, like 0.2 or 0.10, whatever. Makes sense, everybody? Example, all of those are examples, right? And as you can see, the market, you know, it went down, now it's up, back again, right? And number 3, when comparing larger time frames and smaller time frame, it's possible that the contrarian Fibonacci on the larger time frame is the original and or the Fibonacci of the confirmation on the smaller time frame, and vice versa. Some students were stubborn, and I'm not sure it was Euro AUD or Euros, everybody. Some student let on the table tons of money. I'm not talking about beginners. I'm not talking about Forex Course 101. You are excused. I'm talking about the Forex Course 2, the Advanced Institutional Trader course. And just to speed up the process, everybody, I'm going to use TradingView. Looks like JForex again. I need to restart it. So I'm not sure if it was Euro AUD trading, Fibonacci, set and forget. Give me a second, everybody. I'm not sure if it was Euro AUD maybe. Euro AUD. Oh, Euro AUD. Alright. So the original Fibonacci back in time, I mean still now, right? I don't have the previous, but the original Fibonacci on Euro AUD, everybody, is this one. Can you see it? If you would chart in the correct way, you would see circle one more time. Come on, TradingView. That's the circle. And you would see that this, you know, this Fibonacci original one is down. So the Fibonacci going up, everybody, it's the contrarian, makes sense? I mean, I have the same colors, you know, but this contrarian Fibonacci on the weekly was the confirmation Fibonacci on the monthly. And between the monthly market going from C to D on the monthly compared to the weekly, who is the driving force? The monthly. Thank you very much. So an advanced student comes to me. I am yelling at John, the advanced students, not to mention any other names. I'm yelling at John, said, man, why are you not in the market? The market's going up, higher highs, higher lows. I mean, this was a textbook entry, high probability. You could have made tons of money, literally tons of money. What does John do? Not you, John on Teams. I'm inventing another John name. What does John do? John says, oh yeah, but my strategy doesn't allow me. Exactly. Change the strategy. I mean, you know. All right. It's going to take some time. Douglas, how many years are you in the Advanced Institutional Trader course? And you become a professional last year. Douglas, how many years are you in the Forex course 2? It's not tied just to Forex, everybody. You can trade indexes like Heraldo. We're going to trade cryptos next year. You know, how long are you, Douglas, in the Advanced Institutional Trader course? When you learn strategies, when you learn risk models, when you learn that, you know, you learn about probabilities and strategies and psychology, and 4 years. See, everybody? But Douglas is one of the quick guys. You know, we have Heraldo, everybody, give me a sec. So I'm going to one more time. Give me a second. I'm going to JForex. One more time. Give it a second. And it took Heraldo, everybody. Heraldo, this was back, this account, it's a live account, not demo. Heraldo doubled the account. Heraldo was doing something, it's out of the industry normal. Okay, those, you can call him, he's going to open the MetaTrader chart, everything. Those results are verified and comproved, everybody. But this is not the industry normal. But the point I'm trying to make, everybody, Heraldo is a retired electrician, so it's social proof, okay? Douglas, it's cleaning swimming pools, and he's a professional trader. Melissa, it's a farm girl. But the point I'm trying to make, everybody, Heraldo has this result after 8 years. This is why I'm showing this picture. Douglas became last year, you know, but again, Douglas is extremely coachable. It took Heraldo 8 years. Douglas is 4 years now. Okay, Shiro and Alex. We had a poor guy last time, like in live class at, you know, Marcelo, whatever was the name, said, do you want to become a professional trader next year? And he said, yes. And we said, you are not going to be a millionaire next year. Forget it. And the guy was like, from fully happy, he's like sad, and you know, that's the truth, everybody. Shiro, you have a responsibility to start sharing the truth in Indonesia, that your friends and family, they can become professional traders, no doubt about it. It's a learnable skill, but it's going to take a few years. Alex from India, it's already in the mission, on a mission, right, Alex? Telling Indian people, don't go to signals, don't go to robots, don't go to scammers that are telling you, oh, you're going to become a professional trader in 1 year. It's a lie, you know. The first 3 years, everybody, you are trying, just learning about how this market works. Make sense? Consistency comes between year number 3 and year number 5, on average, fair enough, okay, on average. Some people, I mean, Melissa became profitable in 1 year and a half, but Melissa has prior experience in stocks. Okay, everybody? And we're still here. Number 4, in other words, the retracement of one could be the extension of the other. Number 5, the D extension of the original Fibonacci stronger than on the other Ds from other Fibonacci's. We covered this one, that you should profit take at the capital D, not at the sub D. Alex was complaining last class that, oh, I'm struggling with the Fibonacci's. Well, always remember, if things get complicated, the larger time frame controls the lower time frame, and the market will always go in the direction of the greatest force. Okay, so you don't need to do everything and anything, just focus on one, you know. Douglas is making tons of money just trading the original Fibonacci on the 4-hour chart. Isn't that true, Douglas? Douglas is not on the daily and the monthly and the weekly. Douglas is focused on the 4-hour chart. If Douglas can do this, you can do this. If Heraldo can do this, you can do this. This is social proof, everybody. But it's going to take some time, alright? Don't be arrogant or naive. Alright? Don't be arrogant, especially arrogant, just because you are successful in your other business or job, that you're going to be successful in the first year. You're not going. I'm telling you already in the face. You know, I mean, I wish, right? We were in the same boat. I wish we would be all millionaires in 1 year, but it takes some time. Dara says yes, and the confirmation too. Trade only what you understand and what you're comfortable with. Don't try to do everything. And the number 8, Shiro, you are going to forget all of this. Right, everybody? You're going to forget all of it. And number 9, the retracement and the extension from the higher time frame are more relevant, more powerful than the retracement and extension from the smaller time frame. What does this mean before we finish for today? This means that you can have the 4-hour chart and the daily all aligned. The 4-hour chart and the daily, they have all of those to have the confirmed C, and you are going to buy or the 4-hour or the daily, and you are going to lose. And you are going to call me and you're going to tell me, oh, what you teach doesn't work. And I'm going to tell you, did you check the weekly? And you're going to say to me, no, boss, I didn't check the weekly. And I'm going to ask you, well, check the weekly. John, not to mention any name, John, check the weekly, you know. And you're going to check the weekly and you say, how is the weekly? Is the weekly in a retracement or an extension? And you're going to say to me, the weekly is an extension. And then I'm going to say to you, are you sure? And you're going to say yes. And then you are going to waste my time. We're going to go on a meeting online and I'm going to tell you, John, open your chart, John. But I'm going to take this one. I say, John, open the chart with this one waiting for you. And John is going to open the chart. And then I'm going to ask John, what about, which one are the relevant highs and lows? John. And John is going to say, shit, we are in a retracement still. Me, John, I bought a retracement because the higher time frame retracement, it's more powerful than the extension on the daily and the 4-hour. And I would crush this on John's head. John being an advanced student, not Forex Course 101. Not Forex Course 101. Shiro, do we only need one leg A to B, which is 50% trend confirmation? No, Shiro, you're mixing apples with bananas. Okay, don't confuse everybody, trend rules with Fibonacci rules. Those two patterns are not the same. Okay, everybody? So the answer is no, Shiro. Great question, ask questions, everybody, but the answer is no. Okay? This is what this picture is trying to say. The retracement on the monthly and the retracement on the weekly. You know? When you believe that on the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart you are in an uptrend, you are still making the same mistakes, analysts. There is an uptrend on the 1-hour chart. Yes, it is. There might be even an uptrend on the daily chart. Maybe yes. But you are buying a retracement on the weekly, and the weekly is the strongest force. This is where you lose. This is where you get out. This is when me and Douglas get in, and this is where you get depressed and you change a currency. Per me and Douglas are in. So basically, everybody, you're welcome, Shiro. Basically, you are trading against me and Douglas. When you are in, me and Douglas are out. When you lose, we win. You know, we lose too sometimes. You know, losing is part of the game. You're going to understand in the advanced course. We talk about how to understand losers, right? It's all education, believe me. It's all educational, everybody. All right, everybody. Enough for today. See you back tomorrow. Tomorrow we have most likely just a quick meeting. All right, everybody's going to be. We're going to talk about 2026. I'm going to trade with the group for 6 months. Okay, so think a little bit what do you want to do next year. Alex, you start with Olga in January. I'm not sure about Shantana. Okay, Shiro, try to make a plan. What do you want from 2026? There is no right or wrong anyway, everybody, don't worry. Okay, all right, everybody, see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.